Alright, so today I've decided to do a couple of example solves, just in case you're not feeling quite confident with starting to learn CFOP yet, then you can just watch some of these example solves to see how I do the cube in this method. So I look here and I see this orange cross looks pretty good. See, so we can see that here, so I'm just gonna do that. And then we see this, I see this pair right here, so then it's up here, and then there's this pair, this green yellow pair, so I'm going to move that out, then put it in, and then here's this that you can just pair across. You're going to rotate the cube to see this, and there these two, they don't match up anywhere, but if you do this, then you can pair them up like that. Then you're going to solve the cross on the top, and you get the soon again, and then these two are solved, so we're going to do the T-perm, and then we get the U anti-perm with this over here. And bam, we're done. Okay, number 2. Alright, so I'm looking at this. You know what, let's do white, just in case most of you are used to white. So we do this. Gosh, I can't see any of them. So we're going to move this over here and pair those up since those are the same. I'm going to move this back. So then we can put this in. And I'm going to take this edge and then just do that. Ooh, and fun trick for this one, there's a shortcut, it's just 3 sexy moves. And then I'm going to take this out. Oh, and since I see this is right here, then I'm going to take it out and preserve its orientation on the top. So then, oh well, I guess it's not paired, but we can just do the 3 sexy moves to pair it in here, then take it out, and then move it in over there. And then here's this edge, and there's 2 pieces in it, so when you're going to do that, you're just going to want to take it out, and then usually it's best to just put in the corner, and then put in the edge right after. And so then, usually when you see a corner on the pointing up, and the other one is also in here, the best thing to do is just do an F, U, F to rotate them. And so then you're going to just move the corner back and pair them up like that. And put it this. And then you're going to solve the cross. This is the line case. And then that's the, I don't know if that case has a name, but I don't like it very much. And then so then we have these two solved across. So we're going to do T-perm. And then we have this corner on this edge on the left is opposite. So we're going to do the U anti-perm. And now we're done. So solve 3. So let's do white again. And you'll notice here that we have 2 opposite colored, green and blue, almost right here. So whenever you do that, just be sure to pair them up, because then whatever orientation you can there, and you can always do 2 at once. So, and then we see this green one right here, then we can just R prime, F, R prime, this one in. And then, oh, I thought that was a pair, but here's one. There's a pair right there, so we take it out, and here's a tricky thing that you can do sometimes. You can put it in the back, so then that saves you a cube rotation. And then we see this, we do the 3 sexy moves. Oh, oops. Sorry, I'm a bit colorblind here. So that actually wasn't the right pair, but we see this blue-orange pair that actually goes here, and we can just, what would that be? We can just turn it into an R prime, U prime, R, and that puts it in this slot, like so. And then This one, if you can't find an optimal way to do it, just put the corner in and then just put the edge in the normal way. And then this, since this is a case you'll come into a bit, I recommend learning the alg for it. That'll be in the video description, but you just do R, U prime, R prime, U, R, U prime, R prime, U2, R, U prime, R. So then here we have the anti-soon, and then we have the two adjacent corners. So we do the T-perm, and then, oh, it's solved. So solve 4. So white, this actually, I don't see a very good cross for this, but here we can use a shortcut. If you have a U2, an F2 of one piece, and then you can do that, just slot that in so you can get both. And here's another thing, so you can do F and then slot that in. So that was actually pretty good, never mind. And then we do a U2 and we see this pair, and so we take it out, put it back in, and then, ooh, here's a great one for this pair. You can do R, U prime, R prime, and then you see up here these kind of match like they would up there, but we can just pair them like this. Just move them up and do that. So, and then we have, ooh, and here, and then right here we can use the keyhole method. So instead of taking this edge out and putting the corner in, we can move the piece where the corner will go, move the place where the corner will go across, and then put it in, and then it's solved, and you didn't have to move out the edge. And this is great if you have an empty edge, and this only works if you have an empty edge slot right here, and you have the edge already in the pair. So, and then we have the same case that we got before, where we just paired up like that. And then we have the line case. This is actually the second half of Y-perm, but I'm not going to do that right now. And then we get this case where they're pointing out, which is actually the same case as the previous oval case, but just using these moves. And then we have adjacent, and this is actually T-perm, so it will solve the whole key. And I'm actually pretty ready to be done now, but since 4 is an unlucky number, I think I'm going to go for 5. So then we have this ready to be put in, so let's just rotate this to the back and then put that in, and then we just see that we can just put this in, but before we put that in, we see this is right here, so we can move that in and then have one move to put this in. So, and then we see this on the top and that in, so we can just pair them up, and then let's insert them from the back. And then here we have this orange green and that one, so let's move the corner back and do a U2 with that one, so that will pair them up. And you can just put them in, and then while you're solving, you might want to just do some things to see if they'll work. Like this, that didn't work, but then, so we just put the corner in, and then put the edge in like normal. And then we just do this edge with the algorithm that we learned earlier. This is the L case. This is the case with the things pointing out, and then we solve adjacent, and then this is the Z-perm, and so we solve that, and a U2 to solve the rest of the cube, and we're done. So thanks for watching, and